as time flies by, you'll open up your eyes wide. You feel it's gonna go your way. Hey, hey, it's a brand new day. Hey, hey, hey.
I've come to Elveria to meet up with Lily van Tongeren. She's one of the most active volunteers for AAA and one of the most well-known because obviously of all those fabulous events that she has been setting up over the last few years. Today, knowing that Marbella is a dog-loving community and Marbella certainly favours our animals. In fact, we have one of the very few animal rescue centres that is not a killing station. All the animals are there until homes are found. We also have dog beaches and we have dog parks, and that's why I'm meeting up with Lily today, not just to talk about the plight of our local pooches, but also the luxuries we have for them and how we can best look after those.
Hey, hey.
Hi Lily, how lovely to see you again. This is a beautiful setting and I know this is your area for walking all your wonderful rescue animals. You were beginning to tell me that this area is where they first started tidying up for the town hall. You're very impressed with all the things they're doing for the animals.
Yeah, as I live here in Elveria, of course, I'm very interested in what is the development and everything. And this is part of the Las Chapas area as well. What I really appreciated is that they cleaned up this whole area that you see behind me and that you see on the side. They really cleaned it up. They made a playground for children. They put benches everywhere. On the other side there's a big park and they put the exercise machines for the people to exercise on. And on the end of the street they have the dog park and a beautiful park with walking ways and everything. So the whole area is basically connected. You can take a long walk. It will guide you. It will tell you about the trees. It will tell you about the plants. And there is a path that you can follow, so you can have as long as a short a walk, basically in nature, while you're right in a town.
Absolutely fabulous. Well, we're going to go and do that walk, but firstly to say very impressed that here at El Bosque y El Mar, this fabulous park where the Elveria shopping centre is, they've also made this fabulous extra little car park here with a nice little one-way system. Lots of parking, lots of nice shade because of the trees. So very easy to come up this area if you want to come and visit this dog park in particular or to go shopping.
I really like this area because it's like a little city on its own, Elveria of course. It's only about 6 kilometers from the center of Marbella, so you're very close to everything. And Elveria has really everything to offer. As I said, you know, there is this beautiful park area, there's this forest, there's a forest there. They have the Aventura park over there where all the younger people, I'm sure, are spending a lot of time because they can climb trees and swing around like monkeys. It's a wonderful park and very much used, which is great. And of course you have the two areas across the road where you can have any restaurant you wish. I mean, there is all kinds of food from different countries. There's British, there's Indian, there's Chinese, there's Japanese, there is Italian. There's any kind of a restaurant that you wish to visit here in Elveria. Take a nice walk with the dog in the park, sit in the park. There's areas you can exercise, you can take a walk and then go for a nice drink or a nice bite to eat. Just a wonderful place to be. I don't have to go far to have whatever I want.
Fabulous. I see you have a new companion with you. Who's this?
Yes, well this is Leo. He just came to us about 2 weeks ago. Leo, come here, please.
Leo, hi darling.
Hi. He was, his owner was really not very compatible with him. He is a bit of a strong boy, mentally as well as physically. and she really could not deal with him. She did rescue him from the killing station in Alaurin, and so I went to pick him up, and I'm now having him in my home to train him a little bit, to see that he is all right to be readopted again, and he is just absolutely the most wonderful dog.
He's a gorgeous looking dog.
He's gorgeous. He's a mix, of course, between a Breton and a, what do you call those slackers?
A Labrador Retriever.
No, I get it in a minute. But he's
Cocker Spaniel.
Cocker Spaniel, that's it, thanks. He is a wonderful dog. He's wonderful with my dogs at home. He totally ignored the cats. I mean, when they walk past him, he just looks and said, okay, it's a cat, I don't want to do anything with you. He's wonderful with Tom, he's wonderful with me. So basically he is an excellent dog. The only thing is that when he is on the leash and he comes across bigger dogs, he gets a bit scared and he kind of barks. But that's the only problem I've had with him so far, and I'm retraining him on that so that he gets used to that. I really, really would love him to go into a nice home, a little bit of a strong family that can deal with him.
Wants to do the training with I mean, he's been very good here, the noise of the trucks going by, and he's not having a nervous breakdown.
No, it's only the barking, two other dogs, and that's why I'm taking him to this dog park every night, to get him used to go with the dogs and play with other dogs. And up till now he only barked to two big dogs that come there regularly. He only barked once, and then the next day when I came he was fine. He sniffed and played with them. So there was 8 dogs running around in the park and he was just running with them, so it's going well.
Well, we'll see what happens with Darling. She gave a little growl when she saw Leo, but Leo said nothing. So
Leo didn't respond.
no, so very good there, Leo. Okay, let's carry on our stroll. Here are the signposts that Lily was talking about that tell you the different trails you can take, how long it'll take you on foot, on the bicycle, speed you can go. All very organised. And right here by the commercial centre, the shopping centres in Elveria. Still so much natural land on the Costa del Sol. And on we go. Our first glimpse of the adventure park. Apparently we can see it better when we get to the dog park, but it's open. We can hear the kids' delightful shouts of glee. Here's a little exercise area, which is very nice as well. It's just beautiful here. And even though a few cars are going by, you can still feel very much that you're in the heart of nature. We've noticed quite a few dog poops on our walk, and I know that upsets you, Lily, that we have such a lovely area to be in. I mean, just look at this. And there is no need for it. And that's one of the things you really wanted to point out today, about how it is important that we do pick up after our pooches.
Yeah, as you will see in the dog park when we get there, you know, the park is for dogs, but of course, you know, it doesn't stop us, or doesn't have to stop us from picking up the poo from the dogs once they're there in the dog park itself, but also in the park. The last few nights, as I've been walking with all the dogs, I noticed quite a lot, and it kind of disturbed me because it's not necessary. And I was hoping one of these days we could bring some attention to the Las Chapas City Hall here in the area, because they've spent so much money on making this area so beautiful and so reachable for everybody. But then I do not get the impression that they're kind of following it through at the moment by cleaning up. If you can see here in the goats, there is plastic bottles, there's a lot of garbage, as well as the dog poo.
And now, I think that's maybe where our citizens can get involved also. And when we're out and about, I know it's not our obligation. Sorry, the camera's moving, my dog's pulling me. She wants to get to the park. But I think it's something we all need to address together, particularly as everyone's so busy after COVID. But it's not acceptable, as Lily's saying. You know, you can see here there's a lot of trash, particularly where we've just come from. And it's not on. We need to be more respectful when we have these wonderful places to go to.
Yeah, it's absolutely the responsibility of the citizen and the visitors to kind of just clear up their own thing. There's garbage cans enough, and there is everything. I even put up plastic bags for the dog poo. When I go to the park, I put up some things. And yeah, the people are responsible. But if they're not, which some of them are not, I think it would be nice if the city hall, who does so much work and spends so much money, maybe once a week goes around
some kind
and
of
sends
follow-up.
somebody to follow it up.
Okay, let's keep going. We're nearly there. Off you go.
Come on, dear.
Hey, hey.
Alright guys, so I'm the designated driver tonight, so I'm going to choose the Zero Hero place. So all of my soft drinks are for free. And if you want to go somewhere else, just check out the Facebook, Instagram or the zerohero.es website for any of the bars, discotheques or restaurants on there. I'm happy to go anywhere you want to go, as long as it's Zero Hero.
Judy likes to consider herself a clever young woman, which is why she thought very carefully before choosing her insurance company. Now that she needs it, she's jolly glad she chose Linear Director, as it looks as if she might have something better to do. Why don't you be clever, like Judy? Call Linear Director on 952 14 78 34 and see which policy is best for you.
Hi guys, Ross here from Hogan Stand. Proud to be a member of the Zero Hero campaign. And we recommend everybody. Nobody drives drinking. Everybody who drives a car doesn't have any alcohol in their system, and we're proud to sponsor the Zero Hero program.
When I'm the designated driver, I think it's only fair that I get to choose a Zero Hero venue that rewards me with free soft drinks. My friends all get to choose and booze, and they feel safe going home with me. Make sure that you get your reward for being the designated driver. Why pay if you don't have to?
Hello guys, welcome to Harbour. All the designated drivers are welcome here to the Harbour. And we are very proud to be a Zero Hero partner.
We here at the Boardwalk are partners of Zero Hero, helping to keep our communities roads safe. If you're out with friends and drinking, please come along and collect your free drinks as part of the Zero Hero package.
Hey, hey.
It's been here, perfectly positioned, and yet still garbage right next to it. This is the entrance to the dog park here. Avenida Santa Maria, 580 meters, Parque Infantil 560, the dog park 50 meters, and Avenida Valeriano Rodriguez 380. And it's a cycle path and loads of poop. Well, we've arrived at the dog park. Lily's just put Leo in because now she can close the door and basically he can go and run to his heart's content, which is wonderful. Well, that looks good, Lily. Should I put Darling in there too?
Yeah, if she wants to.
Should we try?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Like the park.
Come on.
Jail. I'm going to give her a second, see if she gets it together. As you see, it's a nice space. There's a water fountain there. Whether it's connected or not remains to be seen. Leo is loving it. Okay, let's go chat with Lily. The no-go for Darling in the dog park. She's got mamitis, wants to be with her mum and her auntie Lily. So we've changed Leo while he runs around and gets rid of some excess energy. So this is a great space, Lily, to come and walk. Even now in the heat of the day, we found ourselves a nice bench, some shade, just maybe, as you say again, a little bit more keeping up with it because it's so wonderful.
Yes, as I said before, they spent so much money in making this so beautiful, spent benches everywhere, and the dog park and the path to walk on. But what I do miss is a little bit of upkeep. And things are growing and they should be cut once in a while because you have bushes growing over the path. You have a lot of things, bird droppings on the benches. And if somebody could come just like once a week, just to kind of make a round and just do what's necessary at that time, because you don't have to kind of make it extremely beautiful, because I love the raw nature of it all. I love the wild trees and the white grasses and everything. But it's just the paths where the people walk should be kept clean, first of all by the dog people themselves, of course, and the benches a little bit clean, and the overgrowing things that would be in the way from the walkers. I think it would help a lot.
It's wonderful that we do have so many facilities for our animals. We have dog parks all along our 27-kilometre coastline. We have dog beaches, and of course one of the very few non-killing stations, which is AAA, which you're very much involved with as a volunteer. Very hard for people to think you're a volunteer with all the hours that you've put in. Lockdown has been very stressful for everybody because of not being able to hold events. What's the best way we can help Lily at the moment to release a bit of the responsibility on all of your shoulders?
Yeah, well, the biggest responsibility is, of course, financial and adoption of dogs. There is... we can still not hold big events because the rules are still there that there can only be a certain amount of people can go to one particular place, and so we cannot hold any events. So anything that people can do either individually or through social media to raise some money, to raise awareness, to have people adopt the dogs, because adoption is allowed now. It's a bit different, of course, because it has to be through internet and through appointments. But we are allowed adoptions, and luckily we've also had some transports already to Germany and to Holland. So luckily that is coming along at the moment, the transportation, etc. But the finances, of course, from the events, we're still missing that a lot.
Well, we obviously have to see how we can compensate in other ways. Donations of supplies, I suppose, can also be helpful right now, not just money. If you don't have to buy things, that could also be useful.
Yeah, absolutely. During the lockdown, I went several weeks. I was standing at Iceland in Puerto Banús and asked the people to donate things, because a lot of people might not have a lot of money, but they wouldn't mind buying a big bottle of bleach for 60 cents. And that is still very welcome. If you can donate a few bottles of bleach, because we use liters, if you can donate cleaning materials, cleaning cloths, brooms, mops, anything that we need for cleaning is always welcome, and they're not that expensive. And even if you donate 2 bottles of bleach, it's €1, and if 100 people do that, then at least we have 100 bottles of bleach.
Exactly, every little bit really does make a big difference.
Absolutely, absolutely.
We are in Elveria. There's our gorgeous waiter. And Lily comes to one of her favourite places. I can see why. Joined by the photographer, Tom himself. And Lily, nice breeze now. The dogs are here having some water. And I think your last plea again is for everyone to take a bit of responsibility.
Yeah, I mean, we all love our pets and we are really proud of them, but we should all be proud of the area that we have been allotted. They do a lot for us so that we can use the forest and the trees and the paths, but keep them clean. It's our responsibility.
Wonderful, particularly having such a lovely area as this. Nice that the dogs are allowed here on the terraces, nice breeze. So every reason to come and visit Elveria if you don't know it. There's a lot going on this end.
Yes, absolutely. Love living here, love being here, and let's keep it all clean and safe.
Wonderful. Lily, have a super summer.
Thank you, and the same to you, Nicole.
Super glad to be now back in the commercial centre in Elveria. Nice cool glass of water in hand for me and for the dogs and for Lily. Thank you so much for joining us on our little stroll around the dog park and surrounding areas here in Elveria.